All right, let's call this board lessons. Board lessons. Oh, fuck, I had my marker out of the cap. Did it still work? Okay, it still works. Oh, it's dying, though. Fuck. I don't know why I did that. Damn. All right, these are board lessons today. Whew. All right, I actually got to erase this because I know I forgot to tell my wife I appreciate her. So we got a 0 there. So that's actually an 8. Today's a 10 out of 10, or Sunday was. But here we go with the lesson, right? Saturday was my day to eat junk food. So what I should have did was get everything I have to get done and then go over to the junk food. But instead, what happened is that I just got right into the day. I went straight to the church breakfast and I forgot to read. So because I forgot to read and because I forgot to tell my wife that I appreciate her, I messed up. If I had just gotten those two things done before I left, I'd be looking at 100% weak, but instead, we're at 98%. So it's still good, still great, you know, but it's not what it could have been. So like I was telling my buddy when I was talking to him, you got to look at these habits like a chain, right? You have to make a chain. So in the morning, I pray. Right after I pray, I stretch. Right after I stretch, I read. Right after I read, I work out. Right after I work out, I take a walk. Each one of these things can lend themselves to the next. But on this day, on Saturday, I broke the chain. And because I broke the chain, there's consequences. Now, it's not a big consequence because it's still 98%. 98% still good. Whew, still very, very good. It's still A plus or something. I don't know. I've failed everything in school. But I think it's like an A plus still. So it's still good. But what's even better is that it's a learning lesson. So now I know that on the day when I'm supposed to eat junk food, whether it's a Saturday or Sunday, when I'm supposed to have those days where I eat whatever I want, I know that I have to get my shit done first. So, oh man, still tired from my workout. So there's the lesson. So anytime you don't successfully hit 100% week, anytime you don't get 7 out of 7 on one task, you have to look at the whole day and see what actually happened. I guess it's reverse engineering. Like what happened that day that made it so I couldn't get that thing done? And you'll start to see that each habit lends itself to the next. And that if you just kind of go strategically through them all, you'll be able to get them all done a lot easier. So I should have just, right before I left the house, I should have just been like, all I had to do was just grab her and say, honey, I appreciate you. That's all I had to do. And I would have got that one. All I had to do after I prayed and stretched and worked out is sit down and read. Or even after I stretched, just sit down and read. That's all I had to do. But because I ate all this stuff and I was tired and we kind of took a nap because of all the food, when I woke up, I didn't feel like reading. And the reason I didn't feel like reading is because when it comes to dopamine, when it comes to goal setting and getting goals done, you have 3 phases throughout the day. There's 3. The first one is from when you wake to 8 hours after that. The second one is 8 hours to 16. The third one is 16 to 24. And within that 16 to 24, you're usually asleep. Within that second phase, you're usually winding down, you know? So the best time to get your goals done, the things that you want to make habits, the things you want to make automatic in your life, the best time to get that done is from 0 to 8 hours. So that's why it's important to work out in the morning. That's why it's important to get all the stuff you have to do done in the morning. Whew. So never look at a low week, a low percentage as like a bad thing. Look at it like a learning experience. Because when you get 100%, you can't really learn anything. You just get to celebrate and you go, oh yeah, I did it. But when you have the zeros on the board, that's when you actually get to learn what you need to change. You start to enhance yourself. You're bumping into things. You're failing. Neuroplasticity starts from there. New connections form from there. So never look at it as a bad thing. Don't beat yourself up because of it. Just learn from it and bounce back. I gotta fucking shower. I'm dripping all over the place. Peace, Board Nation.